Raise your smiling face and give metta. May I be peaceful and happy. May I be free from hatred, enmity. May I be filled with metta, loving kindness, compassionate love. May all my family members be peaceful and happy. Visualize the smiling faces and give metta. Metta to your family members, friends and relatives, neighbors. Give metta open-heartedly. Spread your loving kindness to whole of your city, your state, your country, to whole world, whole universe. Bhavatu sabba mangalang Rakhantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sabba dhammanubhavena sabba sanghanubhavena sada sutti bhavantu te. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Isn't it a great privilege that we can be with ourselves and be wise enough for these moments when we are observing the truth as it is? Isn't it a great privilege that we are able to, my dears, keep growing in these wonderful qualities. You can enjoy joy. So today I'm going to uh, I'm going to tell you one sutta, very interesting. At least I found it very interesting, and just I was glancing and suddenly I came across it. So this is about dependence and what is the purpose? That is the name of the sutta itself is, what is the purpose? Just let me read the words of the Buddha so that they are inspiring, and you can also feel a little bit of Pali. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa evang me sutang ekang samayang bhagava savatthiyang viharati jetavane anata pindikassa arame athako ayasma anando yena bhagavate upasankamitva bhagavantang abhivadetva ekamantang nisidi ekamantang nisinno ko ayasma anando bhagavantang yetadavocha kimatyani bhante kusalani silani kimani sangsaniti appati virad appati sarathani ko ananda kusalani silani avippati sarani sansani ti. So you see this is in Jeta Grove where the Lord was staying, and at that time Venerable Ananda, his personal attendant, goes to the Buddha, he pays his salutations and sits respectfully, and then asks one very important question. O Lord, O Bhagavan, for what purpose one practices kusalani silani, virtuous conduct, virtuous the silas, virtuous way of living? What is the purpose? What is the benefit of that? So the Buddha explains. Patisara Athani, for that purpose. Avippatisara. Avippatisara is non-regret. You see, this regret is a very, very big part of our life. When you are lost in worries, it means what? It means nothing but regretting. Regretting is not that you do some very big mistake and then you are just feeling bad about it. Regret is with even small things. You are not happy. What is to be done that is not done. What is to be not done that has been done. That's all. Regret means only that much. Oh, I should have done this, done this, done this, done that, and I have not done that. Physically, verbally, mentally, and something shouldn't have been done, and that I have done. Oh, I have done this, I have done that, I said this, I said that, this is wrong, that is wrong, all sorts of things. So the thoughts based on this kind of thing is worry. Worry means that which disturbs the mind, that comes out of this regret. So when there is regret, it is burning the mind, it is burning your happiness, it is burning your peace of mind. So in our language we call paschatapa, no? Paschatapa. Tapa means burning. Paschat means afterwards. Burning afterwards, after doing something wrong, after missing something to do good. So you keep on burning, burning, burning. So this is a very, very big hindrance, the very big obstacle that stops us from progressing further. Avippatisara, non-regret. That is the purpose why we should live kusalani shilani, doing good things, wholesome, virtuous conduct here and now. But non-regret is not the end. So Venerable Ananda asks the Bhagwan, avippatisāropana bhante kimatthyo kimani sangso. Oh Bhagwan, this non-regret is for what purpose? What is the benefit? Avippatisāro ko ananda pamojjato pamojjani sangso. So this avippatisara brings joy. Here and now, joy. When you have done something right, don't you feel joyful? And you were in the situation where you were supposed to do, you had a very difficult situation where you would have done something wrong, but you restrained yourself. Will it not bring joy? That joy is very, very important. Pamoja. You see, then Venerable Ananda asks, Pamojjang panabhante kimatthiyang kimani sangsang, Pamojjang ko ananda pitathang pitani sangsang. So he asks, this joy is there, okay. Is it enough that we have some joy? Is there any purpose? Is there any benefit of this joy? Then the Buddha says, oh, it brings rapture. It brings even overwhelming joy, overwhelming happiness. It will bring. You see, these are all the steps towards enlightenment. This joy is a need, it is a necessity. Rapture, that is also a necessity. Though it is not the end in itself, but the path of enlightenment taught by the Buddha is the path of joy and happiness. It is not the path of crying. It is not the path of just feeling that it is there. Then we go to depression. That is not the way of enlightenment. Enough of dukkha, enough of suffering is there. So in the name of spirituality, We don't need to put more dukkha. The Buddha says, get out of dukkha. Get out of suffering. Be joyful. Create joy in your heart. So, the Buddha said, the non-regret brings joy, and this joy leads to happiness, overwhelming happiness. Pasaddata pasaddani sangsa. Oh, this rapture, this happiness, is it all? What is the purpose of this? Why should we use this? Then the Buddha says, pasaddhi, tranquility. So if you are meditating, when you meditate, if you want tranquility, calmness of the mind, then surely you need this happiness and joy. And if you want this joy and happiness, then surely you need this non-remorse as the basis. And for non-remorse, you need Shila, good moral conduct. All that starts with that. That's why we say, no, Shila, Samadhi, Panya, Shila, Samadhi, Panya. So that is the very basis. So the Buddha says, tranquility. You see this joy and tranquility, how they come one after the other. Then Ananda Bhante asks, Pasaddipana Bhante kimathiya kimani sangsa? Pasaddiko Ananda sukhata sukhani sangsa. Why this tranquility is needed, O Bhagavan? What is the benefit? What is the purpose? And then the Buddha says, that is for sukha. Sukha means pleasure. The whole body, every cell of your body is bubbling with pleasure. Much, much higher kind of pleasure than any kind of sense pleasure. The pleasure that comes from these causes, filled with pleasure. These are the basis. These are, in fact, they are called the proximate causes. Proximate cause means immediate causes. Then the Venerable Ananda asks, Sukhang panabante kimathyang kimani sangsa? Sukhang ko ananda samadattang samadhi nisangsa. Why this pleasure? All this is needed. This calmness, this happiness and joy, this leading to pleasure. The Buddha says concentration. Then you enter into deeper concentration with this joyful mind, happy mind, peaceful, calm mind, and with pleasure. What else will come? Concentration only. Very deep concentration. But is it the end? No. Venerable Ananda asks further, Samadhi panabante kimathiyo kimani sangso? Samadhi ko ananda yathabhuta jnana darsanato yathabhuta jnana darsana anisangso. Why this samadhi, concentration? The Buddha says, O Ananda, this is to see things as they are. Yatha bhuta jnana darsana. To have the correct knowledge, correct vision of the things as they are. Yatha bhuta. So this is the purpose. You see? From where we have reached to which state? Moral conduct, wholesome actions, how they led to non-remorse, non-remorse led to joy, joy led to happiness, Happiness led to calmness. Calmness led to pleasure. Pleasure led to concentration. And this concentration led to seeing things as they are. Now wisdom starts. First it was Shila, then Samadhi, now Panya. You see, there was here I would like to mention one small incident that took place in Sri Lanka, maybe some hundreds and thousands of years ago. It's old story mentioned in the Vishuddhimagga, which is 5th century work by most venerable Acharya Buddhaghosa. So it must have happened earlier to that. There was a monk who was living in a mountain, meditating in a cave. And that monk used to go for Pindapata every day to a nearby village. And he used to come back and eat and meditate. So one day it happened that he became sick. And for 1 or 2 or 3 days, he could not go for Pindapata. That means he didn't have any food. He was alone, living in that cave, a little bit in the hills. So then he felt, let me go and get some food, otherwise I will die here. So as he went for Pindapata, he used to go through a mango grove. And he was going through the mango grove, but he became so weak that he just collapsed and fell down. Now, when he fell down because of weakness, no food at all, and he's lying down there, and with great difficulty he opens eyes and he sees some nice mangoes, because it's mango grove and some very nice ripe mangoes had fallen down just there beside him. He can just take one of them and nourish himself. But he thought, no, this mango grove belongs to somebody. So I can't take without permission. If I take without permission, then it will be like stealing. So that is not good. That is not my sila. If I lose my life, it's okay. But let me not lose my shila, my moral precept. So determined. That is the saddha in shila. That is the confidence that monk had. I think his name was Tissa, maybe Tissa. So now he was lying there, so hungry, so weak. And at that time, the owner of that mango grove came nearby, and he saw Bhante is lying there. Even if Bhante had taken tens or hundreds of mangoes, he wouldn't mind, because he was a devotee, he is a upasaka. And when he saw the Bhante there, he rushed to him and he asked, "Oh Bhante, what happened?" Then Bhante said, "Oh, I'm very weak. I fell down because of giddiness." Then Upasaka saw, and his mouth was dried, and he could see very clearly that Bhante is going for alms and he is so weak. So immediately he got some water, and then quickly he gave some fruits and food and everything. He offered, and after eating, that Bhante became strong enough, but not so strong that he can stand and walk. So after eating, then the Upasaka said, "Oh Bhante, what else I can do? You can take rest and this and that." But Bhante said, "No, please take me to my cave. I am unable to walk. Can you help me?" And then Upasaka saw that Bhante cannot walk. So he took that Bhante on his back. And he started walking and climbing this small hill to his cave. As that Bhante was sitting on his back, he contemplated, oh, I was hungry. I, I was so weak, about to die. And then I collapsed. Then I saw these mangoes. I could have taken, but there was choice between my life and my moral conduct. I upheld my moral conduct. So he rejoiced in his protection of the Sila, in his moral conduct. And when he rejoiced, all these things happened. Non-remorse came because of non-remorse. Joy came because of joy. Rapture came because of rapture. Calmness came. With that calmness, pleasure came. With that pleasure, concentration came. With that concentration, he started doing vipassana, seeing things as they are. Yatha bhuta jnana dasana. So, when he saw like this, he developed all these vipassana jnanas. So this moral precept, it brought only good things, good things, good things. He didn't die anyway. That moral precept, that power also brought that upasaka nearby. It brought very good food by that upasaka. Everything came. It is not a loss. It is only gain. The gain of all these causes and conditions that he became an arahant, enlightened person, just on the back. So by the time he reached the cave, he was arahant. So this is the benefit. Look at the things how the Buddha analyzes so scientifically. And then Ananda Bhante asks, what is the purpose of this Yatha Bhuta Jnana Dasana? That means seeing things as they are. The Buddha says disenchantment. Disenchantment means there is no more enchantment or pleasure or excitement in all the worlds, not just the sense pleasures, but even the mental states, the rupa level, arupa level, disenchantment for all states, from the very gross, rude, crude states to middle and sublime states of mind and existence and everything. So this is disenchantment. That means mind don't want to be caught up in something which is again going to become condition for suffering. So then Venerable Ananda asks, what is the purpose of disenchantment? The Buddha says dispassion, attachment to any state, dispassion. And further he asks, what is the purpose of this passion? So the Buddha says, to realize vimutti jnana dasana. Vimutti jnana dasana is knowledge and vision, experience. Knowledge and that experience of vimukti, freedom, Nibbana. You see, from Sila to Samadhi to Panya, even Panya is not the end. Vimukti, total freedom, enlightenment, that is the purpose. So these are the proximate causes, how they bring enlightenment. My dears, I wish you all the best. All these are gradual steps, and they come with situations, causes, conditions. All these steps will be coming in little quantity or more quantity. So just enjoy developing them. Then you will be fulfilling the real purpose of life. These are the real purpose of life. give meaning to life, purpose to life. Just what is the use of coming and going as ignorant people? So let us make this use of this life. May the merits, all the merits that we have gained by doing all wholesome actions, conduce to our vimutti jnana dasana, that is knowledge and vision of freedom. May all beings share these merits and be free from sufferings. May all beings be free from all kinds of sickness that is going on, fears. May all progress towards Nibbana and experience the bliss of Nibbana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.